You must be joking. Let's be honest. When you and your mates plan a holiday, Pakistan isn't even on the list. The headlines have done their job. Pakistan sounds like a dare, not a destination. It's the country your eccentric uncle warns you about, the one everyone avoids at the party. The world's decided what Pakistan is, and any good news is treated like a glitch. But what if the story is wrong? What if, behind the headlines, there's a secret world of mountains, turquoise lakes and valleys so peaceful they make yoga retreats look wild? Imagine a place so beautiful it makes you question everything you thought you knew. That's the northern frontier of Pakistan. Let's venture into the so-called danger zone, northern Pakistan. Forget everything you think you know about this place. Here, the only thing dangerous is how quickly you'll fall in love with the landscape. As you step into this region, you're not greeted by chaos or noise but by a silence so profound it almost feels sacred. The air is crisp, the sky impossibly blue, and the mountains rise like ancient guardians watching over the valleys below. Instead of chaos, you're met with soul-stirring silence, just rivers, wind, and endless mountains. The Hunza Valley, with its emerald rivers and whispering poplar trees, feels like a world untouched by time. The only sounds are the gentle rush of water and the wind weaving through the trees, carrying with it the scent of pine and wildflowers. It's a place where you can hear your own thoughts and maybe even find a little peace you didn't know you were missing. The real threat? You'll be ruined for any other scenery. Once you've watched the sun rise over these jagged peaks, painting the sky in shades of gold and pink, every other view will seem a little less impressive. The valleys here are so lush and the mountains so dramatic, it's as if nature decided to show off just a little. The Karakoram Highway is so scenic it feels unreal, every turn more stunning than the last. This legendary road, often called the eighth wonder of the world, snakes its way through the heart of the mountains. Each bend reveals a new panorama, towering cliffs, turquoise rivers, and villages perched on impossible slopes. It's a journey that makes you want to stop every 5 minutes just to take it all in. This is the Pakistan you never see in the news, a place where hospitality is the real currency. In these mountain towns, strangers greet you with genuine smiles and open arms. The sense of community is strong and visitors are treated not as outsiders but as honored guests. It's a reminder that kindness is a universal language spoken fluently here. The only extremism you'll encounter is extreme kindness and endless cups of chai. Tea isn't just a drink here, it's a ritual, a way of welcoming you into the fold. Whether you're in a bustling bazaar or a quiet mountain village, someone will always offer you a steaming cup, inviting you to sit, relax, and share a story or two. People invite you in, offer tea, and treat you like family. It's not uncommon for travelers to be welcomed into homes for a meal, or to be shown around by locals eager to share the beauty of their homeland. The warmth you feel here isn't just from the tea, it's from the people themselves. The air is clean, the smiles are wide, and the peace is almost suspicious. Children play freely in the streets, laughter echoing against the mountains. Life moves at a slower pace, and there's a sense of safety and serenity that's hard to find elsewhere. It's a beautiful, disarming experience for anyone brave enough to ignore the warnings. If you come here with an open mind, you'll leave with a heart full of memories and a new perspective on what Pakistan truly is. Welcome to the real Pakistan, a land of tea, towering mountains, and hospitality that will stay with you long after you've left. First stop, Hunza Valley, Pakistan's legendary Shangri-La. People here seem to live forever, powered by apricots and mountain air. Karimabad, the main town, is a maze of charming streets and cafes with envy-inducing views. Ancient forts like Baltit and Altit overlook the valley, offering panoramas of Rakaposhi's snowy peak. The culture is unique, progressive, peaceful, and nothing like the stereotypes. Women run businesses, kids walk to school, and the community is open-minded. Life moves slowly in sync with the seasons. The biggest danger? You might never want to leave. Hunza makes you dream of trading your job for an apricot orchard and a century-long life. If Hunza is paradise, Skardu is its wild, dramatic cousin. Here the landscape feels like it was sculpted by the hands of giants, untamed, raw, and breathtakingly beautiful. Skardu is a place where the rules of nature seem to bend, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary at every turn. Skardu sits in a cold desert, but it's all blue lakes, sandy plains, and jagged peaks. The Katpana Desert is a surreal sight, Golden dunes stretch out beneath a sky so clear it almost looks painted, while snow-capped mountains loom in the distance, defying every expectation you might have of what a desert should be. The town is a hub for mountaineers, but the real magic is outside, Satpara Lake, shimmering like a sapphire set among the mountains. The Katpana Desert, where sand meets snow, and villages that seem untouched by time, their stone houses and winding lanes echoing with stories of centuries past. You can ride a camel on a sand dune with glaciers in the background. Your brain won't believe it. It's a place where you can experience the thrill of the desert and the chill of the mountains in a single breath, where every moment feels like a scene from a dream. Shangri-La Resort, built around a crashed plane, is pure kitsch and charm. Its red-roofed cottages and quirky airplane centerpiece make it feel like a storybook come to life, a whimsical retreat nestled beside a crystal-clear lake. It's the kind of place where you half expect to stumble upon a hidden treasure or a secret garden. The people of Baltistan are strong, resilient, and endlessly hospitable. Their warmth is as striking as the landscape itself. Whether you're sharing a cup of salty butter tea in a village home or being greeted with a smile on a mountain trail, you'll feel like you belong here, even if you've just arrived. Everything here is bigger. Valleys that stretch for miles, mountains that scrape the sky, and a sense of space that makes you feel both tiny and infinite at the same time. The sky itself seems to go on forever, painted with colors that shift from deep blue to fiery orange as the sun sets behind the peaks. Trek through wildflower meadows, explore ancient forts perched on rocky outcrops, or just try to fit the scenery into a single photo, though you'll quickly realize that no camera can truly capture the scale and magic of Skardu. Every path leads to a new adventure, every corner reveals a new wonder. Skardu doesn't invite you in, it dares you to discover its secrets. There's a sense of mystery in the air, a feeling that the land is holding on to stories just waiting to be uncovered by those bold enough to seek them out. It's a place for explorers, dreamers, and anyone who craves the thrill of the unknown. The only real danger? Running out of camera memory. In Skardu, every view is a postcard, every moment a memory you'll want to keep forever. So bring extra batteries, empty your memory cards, and get ready to be amazed. Because this cold desert is anything but scary. It's unforgettable. Fairy Meadows? Sounds like something out of a storybook, right? But this place is as real as it gets, tucked away in the wild heart of northern Pakistan. The journey to reach it is an adventure in itself, and not for the faint of heart. Before you even set foot in the meadows, you'll need to brave one of the world's most notorious mountain roads, clinging to the edge of sheer cliffs in a rugged jeep that rattles and bounces with every turn. The road is so narrow and precarious that only the most experienced local drivers dare to take it on. And you'll find yourself gripping your seat as you wind higher and higher into the mountains. Once the jeep ride ends, the real test begins. A challenging hike through rocky trails and dense pine forests. The air grows thinner, the landscape wilder, and every step brings you closer to a place that feels untouched by time. As you climb, the anticipation builds, and then, suddenly, you break through the trees and find yourself standing in a vast emerald meadow at the foot of Nanga Parbat, the legendary Killer Mountain. The view that greets you is nothing short of magical. Rolling green fields stretch out before you, dotted with rustic log cabins, all framed by the towering snow-draped wall of Nanga Parbat. The mountain's icy face glows in the sunlight, and the sheer scale of it all makes you feel wonderfully small. It's the kind of place that makes you believe in fairy tales, even if the only fairies here are the ones in your imagination. Life in Fairy Meadows is refreshingly simple. There's no Wi-Fi, no cell service, and no buzzing notifications to distract you. Instead, you wake up to the sound of birdsong and the gentle rustle of wind through the grass. The cabins are basic but cozy, offering just enough comfort to let you focus on what really matters, the beauty of the world around you and the peace that comes from being truly present. Entertainment here is provided by nature itself. Spend your days watching clouds drift lazily across the sky, listening to the distant rumble of avalanches echoing off the mountains, and marveling as the sun sets and a million stars spill across the night sky. If you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of the Milky Way, brighter here than almost anywhere else on Earth. The local community, who have called these mountains home for generations, run the cabins and lodges. They welcome travelers with open arms, serving up hearty home-cooked meals and sharing stories of life in the shadow of Nanga Parbat. Their warmth and hospitality make you feel like part of the family, even if you're a world away from home. With no digital distractions, you're free to reconnect with nature, with your thoughts, and with the people around you. It's a forced digital detox, but one you'll be grateful for. Many visitors find themselves journaling, meditating, or simply sitting in silence, soaking in the serenity that's so hard to find in the modern world. The experience is profound, and the peace you find here is absolute. Watching the sunrise paint the mountains in gold, or sitting quietly as the world wakes up around you, you'll realize just how rare and precious true tranquility can be. There may not be any real fairies in fairy meadows, but the magic is undeniable. From the wildflowers that bloom in the grass to the mist that drifts over the meadows at dawn, every moment here feels enchanted. And when it's finally time to leave, brace yourself. The Jeep ride back down is every bit as thrilling and just as unforgettable as the journey up. Let's talk about the people. Forget the media stereotypes. Here, you're ambushed by relentless hospitality. Walk down a street and you'll be invited for tea over and over until you lose count. Refusing isn't an option. You'll be treated like family, not a tourist. Kids follow you, eager to practice English and pose for photos. The kindness is overwhelming, the curiosity genuine. You'll be fussed over, introduced to everyone, and leave with a full stomach and a full heart. The real risk? Making too many friends and having your worldview shattered. You'll need a holiday to recover from all the kindness. It's a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. So you're actually considering this trip? Here's what you need to know. Visas are easier now. Apply online, get a letter from a tour operator, and you're set. Fly into Islamabad, then head north by plane if the weather allows, or take the epic Karakoram highway. The best time to visit? May to October, with autumn offering jaw-dropping colors and fewer crowds. Pack layers, the weather changes fast. Bring basic meds, remote pharmacies are limited. Most importantly, bring an open mind. Things won't always go as planned. Flights get cancelled, roads close, relax, drink more chai, and enjoy the adventure. The mishaps make the best stories. You'll come home with tales no one else has. The world's full of overrated tourist traps. Instead of the Eiffel Tower, picture the Passu cones, jagged peaks straight out of a fantasy novel. No crowds, no fees, just you and a view that feels illegal. Cross the terrifying Husseini suspension bridge for a real adventure, beats any gondola ride. Stay in a family-run guest house, eat home-cooked meals, and hear stories from locals. Here, you're not just a tourist, you're part of the story. It's the difference between watching from behind glass and being invited inside. This is travel that means something, and it's infinitely more memorable. So there you have it. Pakistan, not the country from the news, but a land of beauty, peace, and overwhelming hospitality. The question is, will you stick to the familiar or choose the extraordinary? Will you trade tourist traps for empty mountain vistas and real connection? If you crave adventure, maybe it's time to see for yourself. Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain that blocks out the sun, drinking tea with a family in a forgotten village. I dare you to go, and come back with stories no one else has. Or stay home, keep believing the headlines and miss out. But don't say I didn't warn you about all the peace, quiet, and dangerously good tea.